Let's hope it takes place. Still not convinced it will take place anytime soon. But look, I mean, Alexander Usyk was in the ring. Although I will say this though, and this is like knowledge that's out there. That Tyson Fury didn't want him in the ring, by the way. That's a fact. Alexander Usyk got in the ring. I think it was His Royal Highness that said get in the ring. He got in the ring. Before we unpack all that, Gareth, Tyson Fury's performance on the night, what did you make of it? I mean, I think me and you both have Tyson Fury winning the fight by a couple of rounds. But what did you make of the performance of Tyson Fury in there against a novice boxer in Ngannou?
Yeah, well, I'll put the record straight. I had Fury by a round. He needed to win that last round for me to win it. There were some very close rounds now. On the eye test, if you weren't scoring it, I completely understand why people think Francis Ngannou won. He knocked Fury down in the third round with a glancing left hook, and he also took it to Fury in the most vicious manner in the eighth round. And I thought he was spectacular in that round. And that's, for me, for many people, I understand why they felt he won the fight, and I understand why one of the judges scored that for him, because if you liked what Ngannou was doing, you could score the fight for him. In technical boxing terms, I thought Fury won it by the skin of his teeth. He looked bullied and beaten up in there at times, and I think that's why he was in recovery almost in that moment when he and Alexander Usyk faced off. It was a very bizarre kind of face-off, like there was a vacuum between them both. I think Fury was not himself afterwards. Obviously, he had taken a lot of shots from Ngannou. I said it to you in the build-up. I said it to everyone in the build-up. I wish some of my colleagues had not called it an exhibition bout, because it wasn't, and it never was. It was never designed to be. Have you ever stood next to Francis Ngannou, Ade? He is a huge man. I've been around him all week, and I've met him before. He is a huge individual with an amazing life story of survival and redemption. He has dreams on his side. He's already beaten so many things in life. He's already a winner. He had nothing to lose. He had a brilliant preparation team behind him with Dewey Cooper and John Bomber and Mike Tyson, as I said in the first section. He believed he could do something special. He lost on points, but he caused one of the biggest shocks ever in heavyweight combat sports, not just in boxing, not in MMA, but in all combat sports. How do I see it? I said it to you before the bout, because this is what I said consistently. Do not write the guy off. He's got 10 minutes. I thought Fury would win from round 4, 5, 6, around that period. But for 10 minutes, I believed that Francis Ngannou was very dangerous for Tyson Fury. I'd spoken to numerous people doing 10 podcasts specifically on this fight in the build-up. And so many people said to me, you had to give him a chance early. And I agreed with that. First 10 minutes, he was going to be dangerous. And as he proved in the 8th minute, he changed the course of the fight, and he changed the course of history, his own history, and how people will see the history of Tyson Fury and the heavyweight division. This is a game-changing moment for many, many other mixed martial artists who are notably strikers. I think Fury tried several times afterwards to try and get himself back into the fight, but Ngannou was like a rock. He was immovable by this point. He had the full self-belief that he knew he could floor Fury. And even though a couple of times he was under pressure and his mouth would open and he would fatigue, he found success. He was brilliant from the southpaw stance when he switched. Fury could never have anticipated that, because there was very little footage out there of his boxing. They put out some clever viral stuff where he didn't look very good. And as Dewey Cooper told me, that very bad one was at the end of a 2-hour session that someone came in and finally recorded him, and he was exhausted. Do you remember those really slow punches that made him look awful? He took his moment, and I think psychologically, Tyson Fury probably underestimated him. It's the worst performance I've seen by Fury for a very, very long time. It will have sharpened him. Only the fact that he's a great boxer in the pinnacle of his career did he manage to get through that fight against, yes, he's a novice in boxing skills, but he's not a novice as a 37-year-old striker with incredible power, with incredible DNA from Cameroon, who's been through so much.
Yeah, that's all good, Gareth, but it's embarrassing from Fury, this. It's embarrassing. I know what you just
Yeah,
said.
it was his worst moment in the ring.
No, but even if it was his worst, it's embarrassing. He's fighting
course
someone
it's
that's never
embarrassing.
ever boxed in his life.
Yeah,
in a
but
professional ring. How Fury didn't even make adjustments in order to get that job done. I'm still astounded by it.
Addy, hang on. The key is the fight changed course in the 8th minute. Someone knocks you down and shocks you, you're trying to get back. And every time he tried to get back, and Ngannou found a way.
But you said he made a difference in the 8th minute. So that was the 3rd round. It was a 10-round fight. He's still got 7 rounds to do something.
Yeah, but
7 rounds against someone that's never boxed before.
It took something out of him. It took something out of him.
We've seen him hit by Wilder and get completely knocked down and get up and still make the adjustments against a boxer.
Yeah. Well, no, you could argue that Wilder doesn't have great skills as well, and you could argue that Ngannou just kept his shape and tried to walk him down. Fury was totally off colour on the night. Lack of timing, 11th month absent, probably didn't take him seriously, had half an eye on Usyk. And all these factors play into the poorest performance we've seen him in. People have poor nights.
I almost feel like we're being kind to Fury here. I think it was
what's kind about it?
I think because I almost feel like like, you know, when you said it was the biggest upset, or could have been the biggest upset in combat, I would go as far as say sports. I'd make it even bigger. Like this is.
I didn't see it as an exhibition. I saw him as a massive favourite, but I always thought Ngannou was dangerous.
I gave Ngannou absolutely no. I think I gave him 0% chance.
Yeah, but so that shows how wrong you are about fights.
No, it doesn't, because no one that's never boxed before should beat the lineal or get close to beating the lineal heavyweight champion, the best heavyweight of this generation.
You're wrong, Addy.
No, I'm not. I'm right. Hence why everyone's gone crazy about it. If I was wrong, there would be no outcry about the result. Everyone's gone mad, which suggests that it's right. Like, no one. If I was wrong, everyone would be like, "Oh, see, I told you so," and it would be like, it wouldn't even trend. The fact that the world has gone crazy about this suggests that this wasn't supposed to happen. That's why it would have been the biggest upset that we've ever seen in combat sports.
Do we not say to expect the unexpected in fight sports?
No. Not boxer versus boxer, yes. No. Not someone from a completely different discipline to boxing. No, we don't.
I thought Ngannou showed a lot of shape and a lot of skills in this fight, and he looked good in the southpaw stance as well. I could not believe how good he was in the southpaw stance. I can't believe how bad Fury was either on the night, but he was, and it's a fact. And people don't always perform. You know, it happened, and so it did prove that it wasn't a joke fight. It wasn't a carnival fight. Ngannou is a 6'5", 20 stone fighter, who always wanted to be a boxer. And he didn't outbox Fury, but he bullied him. He hit him. He hurt him. And Fury wasn't there on the night. And the fact he is a great boxer compared to Ngannou just got him through. It happened. It's a fight, you know, and that's what happened. Strange things happen in fights. And that is what happened on the night. How else can you explain it? Other than Fury underestimating Francis Ngannou. He didn't deliberately go out there to be hit and hurt by Ngannou. And his style didn't work against him. It is what it is, you know? It doesn't mean that boxing's ruined. The story is even more magnificent in my view. And for me, if we want to say it now, I think there is a bit of a reason for Fury to recover, and you might not like this, and even prove it against Ngannou first before he fights Usyk.
No, I agree. I said it on my YouTube channel today, actually. I said, look, although we saw Usyk and Fury square up in the ring, and again, you could clearly see that Fury wasn't really in the mind frame to do it, I said that Fury should want to right the wrong. Although we got the W, I think we all understand that there is this cloud now over Fury's head, where I think Fury should say, you know what, I want Ngannou next. That's kind of what I want to do. I want Ngannou next.